Well, it has been a great year for South African rugby after their national 15-a-side team won the 2019 Rugby World Cup in Japan. The Springboks beat England by 32-12 to win their third Webb Ellis Cup. CGTN Saddique Shaban looks back at the tournament.
It was a Rugby World Cup of its kind. The first global rugby tournament in Asia since 1987 and arguably the biggest tournament in the history of the competition. There was high expectation that despite having only 2 teams out of 20 in the competition, Africa was going to make positive headlines in the Rugby World Cup.
There's only 2 million people in the whole of Namibia, so it must be one of the smallest countries that actually are represented here at the World Cup.
2 brothers, this is exactly why we came, to support our brothers but also compete against them. I'm sad to say that I don't think our little brother is going to survive us. But, you know, it's all about the sportsmanship and the spirit. That's why we're here.
History was written when South Africa and Namibia became the first African nations to play Rugby World Cup for the first time in Asia. It was Namibia's 5th straight World Cup appearance, while for South Africa, the World Cup grounds had become some sort of a hunting ground. A loss to the 2015 champions New Zealand in their opening match awakened the Springboks, who gallantly fought their way to the final. Namibia, on the other hand, lost all their matches in the competition, but their supporters had seen something special coming.
I think looking at how the African teams are performing, I think the opportunity really exists that the World Cup will come back again to Africa. The guys are really doing great, the spirits are high, so we were really hoping to see that Africa takes on the World Cup one more time.
And not a moment too soon, South Africa bulldozed their way to the final match against England, beating the 2003 champions 32-12 in the final match in Yokohama to lift the coveted Webb Ellis Cup for only the 3rd time in their history.
We know how many people didn't give us a chance, but we had to believe in each other as a team and the people around and the plan. And, you know, he kept on telling us how good we are. But, you know, and it drove us to work hard and it drove us to places we haven't been before. And yeah, it was special for all of us. And I've never seen such support from our people back at home. And I honestly don't think we could have done it without them, you know.
The victory united South Africa as the Rainbow Nation came together to celebrate their team's exemplary performance in the Rugby World Cup. The celebrations continued for days across the country and around the world, cementing South Africa's status as 3 times World Rugby champions and projecting Africa as the home of World Rugby for the next 4 years. Saddique Shaban, CGTN.